Hello everyone, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day so far. Quickly, I just want to give an update on the threat for a potential snowstorm across the southeast. And as on your screen here, you can see this is our snowstorm as of 7 a.m. Sunday morning. As you can notice, we do have our storm changing from rain, this is 1 a.m. Sunday, to snow in parts of northeastern Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee, and North Carolina. Again, rain changing to snow throughout that time, and eventually our storm takes more of an east-northeast track off the coast into Atlantic and gives the Canadian Maritimes some snow. That's just the GFS of what it thinks. This is from, once again, Saturday night into Sunday afternoon and evening, depending where you are. If you want to take a look at the Canadian here, it's one of the more warmer models for parts of Georgia and South Carolina, North Carolina, and Tennessee. You can see it doesn't really have that much cold air being involved with the system. Not like this system's going to have a lot of cold air anyways, but it's definitely one of the more warmer models for sure. And then the icon only shows rain and snow. So it is going to be one of the more warmer models, but it is colder than the Canadian, believe it or not. You can see it does have specks of snow in northern Georgia, Tennessee, and believe it or not, some snow in northeastern Alabama, if this were to occur, of course. And if we want to go back on the GFS real quick, you notice how it doesn't have it on Alabama and snow at all. If you want to take a look at the soundings real quick, anywhere below this line right here, aloft, this is your 32-degree line aloft, and notice how at the surface it's at 35, but all the way up aloft is below freezing, so it does support the case of having heavy wet snow in that part of the country. That sounding I just took is northeast Georgia. If we want to take a sounding in western North Carolina, it's colder and also has more colder temperatures, excuse me, and heavier precip rate. So this would be very prime example of having dynamic cooling right in that area that I just marked in western North Carolina. And if we want to take a look at the NAM, now this is the long range NAM, the 12Z. So keep this in mind that it may, well, not even may, probably is wrong. It has been doing this since 0Z last night that it came into range of this storm throughout the time period. And notice how we do have widespread snow across northern Alabama and northern Georgia. This would make a lot of snow lovers in the South happy, especially in central Tennessee does also have a good amount of snow going on. And then notice in the northern front, as you get into the Northeast here, we do have a little bit of sleet and freezing rain. The Northeast isn't going to see much out of this at all. Maybe some ice pellets at most, in my opinion. But if you are below this line, pretty much anywhere south and west of DC, you'll probably see at least a chance of seeing flakes in the air. Now, with the new European run out, and this is what it shows, and after looking at it, it looks like to be a mix of both the GFS and NAM here. Most northern parts of Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, and western parts of North Carolina, including eastern parts of Tennessee, looks like to be the best position to see snow out of this, including eastern parts of Kentucky, West Virginia, and western parts of Virginia. Anywhere really in higher elevations, you could get good amount of snow out of this. And the European definitely agrees with this. You can see in the higher elevations, you have your higher intensity rates, also dynamic cooling. Also, what that means is that you will have higher totals in the end compared to everybody else. If you want to take a look at the European ensembles here, this is your fresh. This just came out 30 minutes ago, and there was a little bit of a southern trend with this. That you can see in northeastern parts of Alabama, it gives you an inch. Northern parts of Georgia, it even gives snow into Atlanta, the European ensembles, believe it or not. So definitely something to keep looking at here. At higher elevations of North Carolina and Tennessee into the Smoky Mountains, you could tell that obviously that's your prime position to be if you want to see snow out of this. And that I think that will 100% be the jackpot throughout this storm. If you want to take a look at the GFS mean here, it's pretty similar to the Europeans, it's just a little bit more east. Once again, in Smoky Mountains, you have your highest totals. Once again, higher elevation, lower temperature. that will 100% be your jackpot zone. But notice you do have snow in Atlanta still. You still have snow in Alabama and South Carolina. One of these places in here, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna circle an area where I think the jackpot zone could possibly set up. Obviously, it's gonna be in here, 100%. But another place, if I had to choose, that's gonna could see good amount of snow, would 100% be in this area, most northeastern parts of Georgia. As the storm strengthens over here, it is gonna drag down more cooler air from aloft. It's also gonna bring intensity rates up with precip. I think that's the great position to be in right now. Northeast Georgia, most western parts of South Carolina, in this whole area really. I'll just circle this. I think that's your best position to be in right now. Yesterday I made a map. It's on my video that I made yesterday too, and I'm 100% gonna stick with this. 100%. This is your best chance of seeing probably 2 to 3 inches or more, and I'm gonna stick with this until probably I have to make a snowfall map, which is 36 hours away from the event. I don't want to make it too far out to where the storm changes completely and I have to redo my map completely, and I don't want to give out the wrong forecast in all honesty, so I'm going to wait until 36 hours to give my snowfall forecast. I hope you all are having a wonderful day and continue to have a wonderful day, and please like, subscribe, and also I will be making more videos throughout the week. If you want to stay and watch more, stay tuned, and I will see you